I'm gonna give it a couple minutes. I'm just randomly jumping on, so I want to give it a couple minutes for everyone to tune in, and I will get to talking to you about something we were just discussing in our leader thread. So, hi, when you get on, say hi. Let me know what you're up to this weekend. Tell me what you're doing. I have had like a crazy week, action packed week, and I was just having a conversation. Over the last couple hours, I've been having a conversation in my leader thread. I have a thread that is all of the exclusive status presenters on this team. So all of the purple and black status presenters on this team. And we share ideas and we share struggles that we have, and we talk about how we can better serve you as our team members, and how we can continue to grow. And so we have, thanks Kelly, we have been sharing some ideas this morning, and it really inspired me to kind of get on and talk to you about a couple things as far as moving forward towards promotions and how that can happen. If it's not happening, maybe taking a deeper look at some of the things that we're doing. I have Aladdin on in the background. It's really, I just realized it's really loud. Is that distracting to you, or is my phone kind of blocking that out? Let me know if it's super distracting. I'll shut that door. But Kira's out there watching Disney. Thanks. Yeah, I just darkened my hair yesterday. It's fall. I figured I wanted to do something new. So it's like they call it a color melt. So it's similar to like an ombre look, but basically it starts like super dark, and then they blend it down. It's just like makeup, right? Lots of blending. So they blend it down to then like a medium brown as it goes down through, and then it goes to the ends. That's actually like my old highlights. So as it grows out, it will look a little more natural too. It's a semi-permanent, so it will fade back up to blonde if I don't stay with it. But thanks, yeah, I want to do something different. I've been blonde for way too long. I'm not a natural blonde. Kira immediately was like, I want dark hair too, because that's how she is. So awesome. Thanks, Lonnie Joe. Yeah, I know. Callie, I'm like, oh, I'll go sit out there and watch Aladdin with her. But, she'll watch it 75 more times, so we're good. Okay, so got enough people on. We'll get going. Thanks, Kimberly. I wanted to talk to you. For those of you who just jumped on, we were sharing some ideas in our exclusive thread, and it inspired me to get online. So I'm going to start with a question for you, and I want all of you to answer. If I were to say right now, I'm going to give you $1 million, would you take it? Go ahead and post your answers below, and I'll keep going. We are, a lot of times we talk to people about your why and how you have to find your why. And I think, thanks Ellen, what do I have on my lips? I have Prudent all over my lips, and just the red velvet lip bonbon over that, which is my favorite day to day. Okay, so one no. I'm seeing a lot of yeses, which would be my answer too. I think in a lot of instances, we talk about you have to find your why. And there's this misconception that your why has to be something like the sisterhood, or our foundation, or the friendships, or the confidence. And those are amazing things. Those are things I really love about this company. But I will be completely honest with you. I am money motivated. I am money driven, okay? And I think there's this misconception that that's a bad thing, that it's a bad thing to be money motivated. And it's a bad thing to want to do this to make more money. And that is crazy, because the reality is the majority of the people who sign up on your team are going to sign up because they want to change their financial circumstance. Now, along the way, and this is not everybody, but the majority of people will do this. And along the way, they're going to discover things about our company that makes us different, like the foundation, like the sisterhood, like that newly found confidence. And those are the things that will make them stay. Okay? For me, I am money motivated. I got going in this company because I wanted to make a lot of money. I wanted to change my life from a financial standpoint. And then I discovered all these amazing things about Younique that made me stay. And so now I look at it and I say, I'm never going anywhere because of the friends that I made, because of this amazing foundation that means we're more than makeup. Because of, is that any better, Kimberly? Because of the fact that we have this sisterhood, because of the fact that I've found this newfound confidence. So, you know, I asked you at the beginning, I said, if I was going to give you $1 million, would you take it? And most of you said yes. But here's the thing. What if I said, a couple of you said, well, why? What if I said, I'm going to give you $1 million. I'm going to put it in a giant safe, and I'm going to put you in the safe there, and I'm going to shut the door and lock the door. And you could stay in there for the rest of your life with your $1 million. Then would you take it? Probably not, right? Because the reality is, I'm trying to mess with the volume. My connection is fine, so I don't know. Maybe Kara stuck something in the speaker. Because the reality is, it's not the money that we care about, right? What good is $1 million if you're stuck in a safe with it and you can't do anything? It's the opportunity that money gives you. So for me, I talk about, I was able to leave my corporate job. I get to, you know, go get frozen yogurt on a Tuesday with my daughter. I get to pick up and go on a vacation, and I can still work, and it doesn't change my monthly salary, because that's what I care about. The money was just the vehicle that let me make those changes in my life, the things that I really cared about, okay? So it's okay. My point in telling you that is, it's okay to be super money motivated as long as you can find your why within that, because money is not just about money. Money is about the lifestyle that it gives you. So, you know, we were talking about that in the sense of, right, exactly, Callie, like, that's what I want to do. I want to stay home. Okay, well, what's the bottom line? What do I need to be able to do to stay home from a financial standpoint? Okay, and so I want to be clear about that, because I've seen a lot of this going on where people think that they feel bad saying my why is money, and that's not bad. That's not a bad thing, because I wouldn't have had any of those other things. The sisterhood, the friendships, the time with my daughter, the confidence, the ability to be in my yoga pants at midweek, you know, and call that work, the ability to have, like, this is like my workstation is wigs and lipstick, like, all of that comes from finances. Now, what I want you to think about for your business is, what are your non-negotiables? Okay, so I was having a conversation with someone, a new presenter, a couple nights ago, and she said, I want to ask how you did it. I want to ask how you got to the top of this company, because I really want to do that too. And a lot of times people will come to me and they'll ask for advice about how I was able to be this successful. And I think that they think that there's some secret, you know, that I'm going to tell them something that they're like, oh, I never thought about that before. And there isn't, like, everything I know, you know, because everything I know, I have put on this team training page. Like, if it's not here, it means I don't know it. So, you know, there's no secret. There's nothing you can't find on this page, in the files, in these live trainings, on my YouTube channel. Like, everything I know is out there. But what I told her was consistency. That's my, if you want to know what my secret is, it's consistency. I mean, look, I hear every day, and I hate calling them excuses because I don't want to offend everybody, but every day I hear people tell me, I'm too busy with my job, I have a ton of stuff going on this weekend, I've got several children, I have this, money's tight, and excuses. And the thing is, we all have priorities, and that's what you have to look at it is. It is not a priority for me to work my business right now because. Or, it is a priority for me to work my business right now because. And that's fine, that's a choice that you make. But that's my secret, was consistency. Was, look, I'm going to have days where I don't have a spare second to work my business. I'm going to have days where Kira is just a nightmare. I'm going to have days where everything else gets in the way, or where people tell me no, or where I don't, I'm not motivated, or I don't really want to do it. And so for me, my unique business is a non-negotiable. So when everything else gets in the way and I have all these hurdles that we all have, I am still going to find a sliver in my day to suck it up and work my business because I want to stay home with my kid, because I want to live in yoga pants, because I want to not have to worry about whether I'm going to be able to pay a bill this month. And so I have all those same excuses that everybody else has, but my non-negotiable is I want that lifestyle and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get it, because my business is like my kid, you know, if you follow me on Facebook, you know my kid comes first. Like, that's it. There's nothing more important to me than her. But my business is up there. Like, I'm putting that business right up there with all those really important things in my life because that business affords me the life that I can give her. Okay, so it's a non-negotiable for me. So that's what you have to do is if you're struggling in your business, sit back and ask yourself, what are my non-negotiables? What am I really going to put a priority on? So we talked about, Angie McCann said, you know, she's read the 4 color personalities of MLM, I think it is. I'm probably butchering the name, but I'll post the link in the comments, and it's by Big Al, and it talks about their, you know, red, yellow, blue, and green. And you can learn about like what color personality you are and what you need to do that can help you realize where the weaknesses are in your business. From a general stance, they say like blues and greens tend to sell really well. Reds and yellows tend to sponsor really well. And some people are a combination of them. Your reds are your strong personalities. You know, those are your natural born leaders. Those are the people who can be a little bit stubborn. Those are the people who are really money driven. I'm red. I'm like, when I took the test, I was like 98% red. Your greens are your ingredient people. They're precision. They're methodical. They know everything that goes into the products. They know every launch date. They've got maps and calendars and agendas. Krista's a little bit green, you know, her product knowledge. She's more of a blue, but she's a little bit green. Your blues are your social butterflies. So these are going to be your people who are having a ton of virtual parties. These are your high sales people. These are, you know, the people who are really out and about and maybe don't care as much about attention to detail, but they're doing this because it's really fun. And then your yellows are your nurturers, and those are the people who want this for what it can do for other people in their life, for what it can do for their team. These are the people who, you know, tend to be really loving and nurturing and wonderful leaders that you know you can go to for support. Like I would say Shelby on our team is big time yellow. She's a yellow for sure. Did I give an example of blue? Blue would be like Fiona's a blue for sure. So, you know, figure out what color you are, and then, more importantly, figure out the color. Have your team do this. Have them take the test. Figure out what color they are, because we tend to lead the way we are, when what we need to do to connect with people is to lead the way they are. Okay? And I had one more note that I was going to talk to you about that has left me, so let my computer power back up, and I will let you. Can you hear me okay now? I saw there was a couple comments. I swear, I think Kira like stuck something in the speaker in my phone, because all of a sudden I'm having people say there's problems with the sound, and I've never ever had that before. Or maybe it's just you know, Apple trying to convince me that I need to buy the iPhone 7. My phone's been screwy since the iPhone 7 came out. Okay, no, I think I covered it. So yeah, you know, what I want you to do, for those of you who are watching along, and you know, go back and think about what is your non-negotiable. What's your non-negotiable in this business? And if you're someone who's like, hey, I really only care about making an extra $100 or extra 100 pounds a month, that's cool. That's totally cool. Like, I'm not saying that everybody has to approach this the way that I approach it. But if you're coming to me, I have a runner's thread right now, and this is something we had just talked about, is if you're coming to me and saying you want to go to the top in this company, then you have to be prepared to truly invest a lot of hard work. Okay, it doesn't mean you have to work 12 hours a day. I never in my life have worked this business 12 hours a day. I probably work actual, like, driven, hard work on probably 3 hours a day, and I built my business on 3 hours a day, okay? It is possible, but it's 3 hours a day every day. I'm not taking days off, okay? So think about your non-negotiables. I'll post the link for the test in the comments, or maybe Angie, if you're on, you can post it. She's the one who first brought it up. I think we took it at Unified in Tampa last year. Comment what your non-negotiables are. Comment, you know, better. better if you can do this because it's the harder thing to do. Comment what your weaknesses are, where you need to work, because we all have them. I have them. And if you can identify those, it makes you so much stronger as a leader and as a presenter. So just wanted to jump on some random things that we've been chatting about in our leader thread. I hope it's helpful for you. I hope it kind of points you in the direction that we want to go for fall. And of course, as always, if you have questions, feel free to send me a message. I'm going to do, I hear little feet coming, I'm going to do a opportunity call, a recorded opportunity call, either Monday or Tuesday night this coming week. Hi, you want to say hi? And I will post the info about that in the team page in just a couple hours. And that's something, if you have anybody who is interested in joining or anyone who's on the fence, I'm going to get on, I'm going to tell my story, and I'm going to talk about the perks of joining our business and why Younique is different from a lot of direct sales companies out there. So I'll share that information with you too. Have a great Saturday. Have a great rest of your weekend. She is standing like right there behind the camera, making faces at me. So I'm going to let you go. Bye, everybody.